Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. In this video we're going to explain about routing groups and how they work within the Click4Assistance software. So we'll log into the software and we will navigate to Settings, Routing Groups. As you can see, we've got three routing groups set up. We've got everybody. This is a default routing group that gets added to all of the accounts, and every time you add a user or an agent to the software, they get put into the everybody routing group. We've then created another one called sales and allocated 3 agents against the sales routing group and one for support with 1 agent against support. Routing groups can be considered to be similar to departments within your organisation. They do 2 things. They determine the availability of the chat button. So for instance, I'm logged in as Fred and I'm online, and Fred is part of the sales routing group. So we'll have a quick look at a test website, and we can see that the button's online, and when I click on it, the sales routing group is available. So any chats that are started will get routed through to the sales routing group and the agents within there. Now, if I become unavailable or I log off the software, because there's nobody else logged in currently, when a visitor comes to your website, the button now is in an offline state. So it's prompting them to leave a message. When they click on the form, we get a callback form so they can leave their details, and that will get emailed to somebody for a callback at a later date. So as you can see, the routing groups determine the availability of the chat button. Secondly, they route the chats through to the correct people. So if they want to speak to your sales department, then it will route through to the agents within the sales department. Alternatively, they could click support if people are online, and it would route through to this person within the support department. Now, another part of routing groups is what we call the distribution method. So for this routing group, the sales routing group, it's set to alert all users but don't allocate. So in this example, a visitor would start a chat wishing to talk to the sales routing group, and these 3 operators would see a visual alert appear on their screen and an audible sound. But the chat doesn't get allocated. It would be down to the agent to actually take the chat manually and deal with the incoming chat itself. Another option is alert all users. So again, it would alert all of the users within the sales routing group, but this time it would automatically allocate the chat to the relevant users. Now, the way it does this is it uses workload and availability and a number of other aspects to the system that determines which agent automatically gets allocated the incoming chat. This will evenly distribute any incoming chats across the users that are online and available within that routing group. The third option is alert only the allocated user. This means that the same method will be used to determine which user should be allocated the chat based on their workload, and it will only alert that user. The fourth option is hunt each user but don't allocate, and we can select a duration for that. So in this example, we'll select 10 seconds. Now, when a chat comes in, it will alert Fred blogs for around 10 seconds. If Fred doesn't take the chat, it will then move on to Barney, and it will alert him for 10 seconds, and then finally to Wilma. If Wilma doesn't respond, it will go back to Fred. So it will hunt around your organisation, telling the relevant operators that an inbound chat's coming in, and it's down to them to manually take that chat. Now, in order to add a routing group, you would click Routing Groups, Create a Routing Group. So in this example, we'll create a department called Finance, and we may wish to include Barney in Finance. So we can simply drag and drop Barney into Finance. You can also click on the routing group itself, assign users, or click assign users over here. This will give you a list of users against your account, and by simply ticking the box, it will add the relevant users to the routing group itself. As you can see, You can add more than one user. So I'm going to add all of the users into the support routing group. So Wilma exists in the sales routing group and the support routing group. So if you've got staff that's trained in various areas of your business, there's no reason not to add them in more than one routing group at a time. So that really concludes routing groups. In our other videos, we talk about experiences and which buttons can route through to the various groups. In the meantime, thanks for watching. If you have any questions regarding this video, feel free to contact our UK-based support team using support@click4assistance.co.uk. We have a range of other videos available on YouTube or within the Click4Assistance help system, and we're adding more all of the time. So remember to subscribe to our channel and please like our videos if you find them useful. Thanks again. Bye-bye.